Your Tonto-TV news headlines this morning. Two brothers have now been arrested in Gila County in connection with this week's Turquoise Alert we reported on yesterday involving a missing Apache Junction teenager. The Sycamore Fire has now burned more than 11,000 acres north of Globe as firefighters prepare for dangerous red flag conditions through the weekend. The Pocket Fire north of Sedona remains uncontained while crews warn of possible public safety power shutoffs in parts of northern Arizona, and new wildfire detection technology is coming to the Tonto National Forest, giving firefighters another tool to help protect lives, water supplies, and critical infrastructure. Good morning, Central Arizona. For Tonto-TV.com and KRIMFM.com, I'm Randy Roberson. Thank you for joining us as we bring you the latest news, weather, and information from across Rim Country, Gila County, and communities throughout Central Arizona. So let's get right to today's top stories. In a follow-up to a report we shared with you yesterday, two brothers have now been arrested in connection with this week's Turquoise Alert involving a missing 13-year-old Apache Junction girl. 68-year-old Patrick Steve Sanchez Jr. was booked into the Maricopa County Jail on charges including sexual conduct with a minor, molestation of a child, luring a child for sexual exploitation, custodial interference, and unlawful imprisonment. Jail records show his bond was set at $500,000. His brother, 60-year-old Manuel Sanchez, was also arrested here in Gila County and faces charges of custodial interference, unlawful imprisonment, kidnapping, and tampering with physical evidence. Authorities have not released details about each man's alleged role in the investigation. The arrests stem from the disappearance of a 13-year-old girl who vanished after leaving a Circle K near Meridian Drive and Superstition Boulevard in Apache Junction on June 19th. Investigators say surveillance video showed the teenager getting into what appears to be an early 2000s white Chevrolet Impala before she was later located safely in the Globe, Miami area after tips from the public. Police say that investigation remains active. In other news, now with the latest on the Sycamore Fire that we've been following all week, Arizona's largest active wildfire has now grown to 11,198 acres and at last report is 37% contained. The lightning-caused fire north of Globe added nearly 1,300 acres between Wednesday night and Thursday evening, despite aggressive firefighting efforts. Fire managers say hot temperatures, very low humidity, and increasing winds are creating dangerous conditions heading into this weekend. A red flag warning remains in effect through Sunday as southwest wind gusts could reach 50 miles per hour in some locations. Residents at Griffin Ranch, Haystack Ranch, and MK Ranch remain in set status, meaning they should stay prepared for possible evacuation orders if conditions change. Firefighters continue working in steep, rugged terrain where canyons and cliffs make direct attack difficult. Well, still ahead, we'll have the latest for you on the Pocket Fire over by Sedona, and we'll show you how new technology being installed in the Tonto National Forest could help firefighters identify dangerous wildfire conditions sooner. All that and more coming up next.
I'm Garrett Goldman, and this year my wife and I decided to remodel our home. The home was built as a period-specific home modeled after an 1800s farmhouse and had single-pane windows which were very inefficient. When we started the planning process, we interviewed several window companies to retrofit the existing windows in our house, and we chose Lowry's Window and Door as our contractor. The reason we picked Lowry's is their customer service. The owner of the company, Bobby Lowry, came out to our house multiple times to identify a window that would fit within the existing windows, and then also a method that would allow us to keep all of the existing woodwork in the house and not have to redo any of it. Looking at all of the options for windows, we chose Pella double-pane windows for our house because of their look and also their ability to be retrofitted into the existing window frames. Since completion of the project, we absolutely love our new dual pane Pella windows. I would recommend Lowry's for anybody looking to retrofit your existing windows or a new build because of their experience, craftsmanship, and exceptional customer service.
Ponderosa Plumbing is Central Arizona's go-to plumbing team. For decades, homeowners, builders, and businesses have trusted Ponderosa Plumbing AZ for new construction, remodels, repairs, sewer and drain service, high-definition camera inspections, water heater installation, water treatment systems, and expert slab leak repair. When experience matters, when quality matters, when getting it done right the first time matters, Ponderosa Plumbing delivers. Locally owned, highly trusted, serving all of Central Arizona with honesty, craftsmanship, and unmatched know-how. Located at 107 West Wade Lane, Suite number 5 in Payson, call Ponderosa Plumbing AZ today at 928-476-4727. Ponderosa Plumbing AZ. Experience you can trust, quality you can count on. Well, welcome back. Now on to the latest on the Pocket Fire near Sedona. The wildfire remains at 1,187 acres as of last night, with 0% containment. Fire officials say the fire's footprint expanded after crews successfully completed planned burnout operations that allowed the main fire to burn into previously treated areas. The wildfire continues burning in the Red Rock Secret Mountain Wilderness about 7 miles north of Sedona. State Route 89A remains closed between Sedona and Flagstaff, and difficult terrain continues limiting firefighters' ability to attack that fire directly. Officials are also warning that public safety power shutoffs could be necessary this weekend in several northern Arizona communities if dangerous fire weather develops. Sedona itself is not expected to be affected. A public community meeting is scheduled for 7 o'clock Monday evening at Red Rock Junior High School, where fire officials will provide an update and answer questions. And in other news, as firefighters continue battling multiple wildfires across Arizona, Salt River Project and Northern Arizona University are launching a first-of-its-kind wildfire monitoring project here in the Tonto National Forest. The partners are installing about 200 wireless fuel moisture sensors designed to continuously monitor forest and soil conditions in real time. The new technology is expected to improve wildfire detection, help protect SRP's watershed that supplies valley water, and improve protection of power transmission infrastructure throughout the forest. Officials say this is the first utility deployment of this technology anywhere in the United States. Well, a quick break, and then when we come back, one of the windiest weekends of the summer is about to arrive across much of Arizona. We'll have your complete Central Arizona forecast, including red flag warnings, wind advisories, and what you need to know before heading outdoors. Stay with us. Legislative District 7 deserves a representative who understands rural Arizona. Barbie Engel has spent years listening to the people who call it home.
And I've been an advocate on the legislative level for the last 17 years, just as a volunteer civilian, unpaid, saw things that needed to get fixed for myself and for other patients, and I jumped in and figured out how to get that done.
Barbie Engel has worked with lawmakers, helped shape legislation, and believes government should be accountable to the people it serves.
I want to start from a zero line and really look at each of the items that we're putting into the budget and determine if it is appropriate, if it's fraud, waste, and abuse, what's going on, and actually look at every single portion of the budget.
And she's been traveling across all 4 counties of Legislative District 7, listening to the concerns of local residents.
I've been talking to boards of supervisors, town councils, city councils, law enforcement, school boards, and also the people, because I want to be the voice of the people. My things that I'm most excited to accomplish is being able to bring the people's voice forward.
Barbie Engel for Arizona House, Legislative District 7. Learn more at barbieengel.com. Paid for by Barbie Engel for Arizona.
Working hard under Arizona sky, small town roots and family pride. Fix the roads and keep taxes light, bring new business back to life. If you want growth done right, I'm your guy. Honest working, hometown pride, I'm your guy. For the people every time, Bobby Lowry on your side. Bobby Lowry for town council, strong leadership, real results. The people's patience starts now.
Taking a look now at central Arizona weather, today's high temperatures will reach the lower 90s across rim country, around 100 down in Globe, and about 104 here in Tonto Basin. Tonight will drop into the lower 60s around Payson and the rim, while Globe and Tonto Basin settle into the mid-70s. Looking ahead, this weekend will bring a noticeable cool down for much of central Arizona. Highs across the higher elevations will fall from the lower 90s today into the upper 80s by Sunday, while our lower desert communities cool from the low 100s today into the upper 90s by the end of the weekend. Temperatures remain a few degrees below normal through much of next week before gradually warming once again late next week. The biggest weather story, however, is going to be the wind. A red flag warning remains in effect now through Sunday across much of Arizona, with southwest wind gusts between 40 and 45 miles per hour possible. Combined with humidity falling into single digits and teens, any wildfire that starts could spread rapidly. And if you're planning a trip out to Roosevelt Lake this weekend, use extra caution. Those strong southwest winds can quickly create large, rough waves on Arizona's largest lake, making conditions hazardous for smaller boats and personal watercraft. Be sure to wear your life jacket, keep an eye on changing weather conditions, and consider heading off the water before the strongest afternoon winds arrive. No matter where you're spending time outdoors this weekend, avoid anything that could create a spark, never park on dry grass, secure trailer chains, and report any sign of smoke immediately. And finally, Gila Community College is inviting students to explore the universe this fall with a series of astronomy courses that go well beyond the traditional classroom. Registration is now open for Introduction to Astronomy, along with specialized research courses that allow students to participate in authentic scientific research projects. College officials say students completing the research sequence may even have the opportunity to become published authors by contributing to real astronomy research. The flexible online and hybrid classes begin in August and are designed for traditional students, lifelong learners, and anyone fascinated by the mysteries of the universe. More information is available through Gila Community College. And that's our report for today. Thank you for making Tonto-TV and KRIMFM.com part of your day. We're committed to bringing you clear, reliable coverage of the stories shaping Central Arizona. If you're watching or listening on social media, tell us where you're watching from in the comments. And if you appreciate truly local news, please like, share, and follow our pages. Your support helps us continue building the strongest local news community anywhere in Arizona. And don't keep us a secret. If it's worth watching, it's worth sharing. For Tonto-TV.com and KRIMFM.com, I'm Randy Roberson. Make it a great day.